Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
They start to drive with White. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Playmaker, step up right now.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. It's showtime. Do your thing. Let's go, y'all.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got Otten. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's the only way we're going to be able to make plays. Let's go. I got you there now. Come on, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go, man.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down throw for Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
This is unbelievable.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mayfield looks to throw. Completes it again to Gage. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. It's showtime, baby. Let's go, baby.
And just a yard to go here on second down. On the handoff, this is White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On second down, they'll run with White. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive, and it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Playmaker, step up right now. That's right. Let's go.
Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Logan Hall in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. A throw, and it's a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw again on second down, Mayfield.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Let's go. Yeah, go right now. Come on, time to play.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to air one out, and incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again is Fields. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in every...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded right around the 8. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Logan Hall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. Fields on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The drive starts with a run by White. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Mayfield on first down. He completes it right side to White. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Mayfield with it once more. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run the draw play. This is White. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Come on, baby, rock and roll. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Get him going.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions.
And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A nice little juke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a give to Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good to make it 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Airing this one out for Evans. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. T.J. Edwards from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Mayfield now. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Mayfield. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Rock and roll, baby. That's how we eat.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
It's game time. Playmakers step up right now. Do what we do every day. Come on, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, baby. I know you.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. Oh, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.